Hi, I'm Eris Drew.
And I'm Octo Octa.
And we're at Draaimolen Festival at the Forest Rave stage.
At that point, you do have enough. It is the different height, though, Eris.
Well, the one turntable probably isn't going to mind. At so many festivals, they're really set up more like concerts. So you have speakers hung up. We've wanted to play on a proper wall of sound, but this is a monolith. So you stand before this and you can truly behold the sound, fully. Yeah. You can dance into the speakers if you want to, instead of staring at the DJ like a performer. You can immerse yourself in the forest and the sound. So we love working with the Draaimolen team because they're up for doing stuff like this.
Yeah, when we also ask for 40 subwoofers, we got 40 subwoofers, so that's very good.
We met, at this point, maybe 6-7 years ago. And I was a driver for my local club in Chicago called Smart Bar.
And I was playing that night.
Yeah, and I knew she was coming to town, so I asked for the job. And we just clicked. And so we formed a friendship, and then we fell in love. And now I live in New Hampshire with her. Yeah. And we run labels, and we tour the world together.
DJ all the time.
Yeah. Make music together.
We've been together for 5 years. 5.5 years now.
Yeah.
So the first time we played back to back was in 2018. I had a residency in New York called Friend Zone, which I ran with my friend Kella Matthews. And I asked if I could just take the whole night and DJ with her, which she agreed to. So we went and recorded a radio show on a New York online radio station called The Lot Radio. So if you watch the video of The Lot Radio with Eris Drew Octo Octa, you'll see the very first time we ever DJ'd records together. So we DJ'd for 2 hours there and then went and played an 8-hour set at my party afterwards. Eris was the first person that I really met that had the same diverse taste in dance music that I had, and had a lot of love for music that I felt at the time no one else was really listening to as much. So I found my partner, especially with house music. Yeah,
I loved your rock and roll spirit behind the decks, and your just amazing taste in house music, your love for house music. Not some kind of derivative of house music or deconstruction of house music, but house music. And you love breaks too, and I think we were both really exploring that space. And so playing with you is quite like a liberation for me, because I know I'm from Chicago, and in Chicago there's a kind of masculinity that really permeates what is considered acceptable as house music.
Yeah.
So for many years, parts of my record collection I felt were kind of appreciated by me and me alone.
Yeah, and then you found another friend that loves it.
Yeah, so when I found you, and we could share those things together, it only seemed natural to play together.
Yeah.
Also, I was so in love with you, and I wanted to share that energy with you.
Yeah.
So it seemed, it seemed like a really natural thing to do. And then when we first played together, it was explosive, and I've never looked back.
Yeah, I never had that connection with anyone else playing records together. So.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Our music's very emotional, and for those songs to feel, for the presentation of music to be really genuine, I have to really quickly sometimes shed the debris of the day. And, she'll play a song, or I'll look at her and I'll say, I'm going to do this for her.
Yeah.
And but it's often the music that she'll play will just kind of crack me open, and within a few minutes I'm right there, ready to have a very genuine experience with everyone.
Yeah.
Mushrooms have been helpful to me in so many ways. So much of our society tries to place us outside of nature, right? There's us, there's what humans do, and then there's nature. This is a fallacy. This is a duality that doesn't actually exist. We are part of the natural world. And mushrooms, either in a really gentle way or in sometimes a kind of intense or even scary way, really remind us of that. And so mushrooms really help me to see myself deeply. And to kind of shed some of those cultural rules. I didn't have a strong blueprint for who I was from culture. It really took breaking down some of that stuff and letting my body speak to me, rather than letting language kind of dictate who I am. So those experiences of the mushroom were revealing to me, and still are. I think people have a very non-instrumental relationship with music, and what I mean by that is they view music as something to be enjoyed, something to be consumed, something to entertain them. So when the mushroom is in your body, You may experience a kind of synesthesia where like the music is making you feel something, it's making you see something. And connections are being made that maybe wouldn't normally be made, or that are just more subtle.
We live in a log cabin in New Hampshire in the US. It's among the trees. We live on a dirt road. It's all wood. It's a log cabin.
That's definitely where we go to recharge, you know, because this life of touring and DJing is pretty intense. To go to such a peaceful place that's so integrated with nature and filled with love.
Yeah.
You know, sweet. This is very necessary for longevity.
Yeah.
Because I want to keep doing this for a long time.
Yeah, me too.